Hey everybody! We're a little dark tonight. We're in the car handling a family emergency. So just a little dark tonight. So excited. It's 4th Tuesday. You know I'll be singing it up. Baby, 4th Tuesday. You excited?
Yeah, awesome.
You excited about tonight? 4th Tuesday. It's all about Quench the Marriage Thirst couple edition. So we're so excited about 4th Tuesday. We're going to try to get some more light in here. Some more light in here, but just want to welcome you guys. How was your week so far, honey?
You know, try to get some rest. Didn't get that, so we'll work it out. Try to get a little bit in this weekend. Oh no, we got the picnic.
Oh yeah, no rest this week. We have church picnic going on. Got a couple of family stuff going on, but it's all good in the neighborhood. But weekend's been good. Really good. Really good. So tonight's topic is finances. Like I said, y'all excuse the darkness for just a quick second. We're in the car and I'm sorry, y'all, I'm distracted. We're in the car, had a family emergency, so we're gonna do this on the go. Honoring our commitments. That's what we're trying to do. So you can invite your friends. Remember, use the hashtag QTMT. If you want to share what we're talking about tonight. I got my notes out. I'm going to get y'all some more light in just a second. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Productive week. I'm winning every day. Let's see who else on here tonight. Hey, Shamika. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Tip. Happy birthday again, Tip. Let's get y'all some more light. Oh, there we go. We winning. We cooking now. Cooking with grits now. All right. So let's get started. Tonight's topic is finances. Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry, honey. I don't have you in the camera view. Oh, you making it rain? Don't follow him up, y'all. So I didn't want to talk about finances from the typical financial conversation. Everybody talks about the base things. You got to have a budget. I'm going to talk about budgets and all that stuff, but I think I want to talk about a little depth. So, so as these, can like this. Can y'all see us better now? Hopefully y'all can.
See you.
I hope it didn't mess y'all up when I turned the camera. Y'all let me know if it messed y'all up a little bit. If it did, let me know what you're going to do. Oh, you're going to hold it like, all right. Okay. So, I want to give y'all some statistics. Hopefully y'all can hear me good. I'm going to give y'all some statistics about... Okay. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Hopefully y'all can see us good. I'm sorry. Connected to the Wi-Fi. Okay. So, I wanted to give y'all some statistics about couples and money. Here we go. So it says 82% discuss retirement. These are married couples. 82% discuss retirement and have similar views. 73% of married people have money management that are different. So that means the husband is sideways. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Sorry, is that better? Sorry, guys. Trying to make it work in the car.
We were trying something new.
Trying to make it work in the car. All right. So it says that 73% have money management that are different. I mean, husbands and wives view money management two different perspectives, okay? 82% people say that they work quickly to resolve money issues with their spouse, okay? 31% say even of happy couples, believe this, have a clash at least once a week about money.
You said clash?
A clash. No, not a class. A clash. Like they clash.
Oh, fussing. Okay.
Yeah, once a week. Okay. All right, then it says that 49% of women and 41% of men say financial matters cause them stress.
I can believe
and
that.
It affects their work.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some more about that. It says 16% of married people say that their biggest financial regret is not saving enough for emergencies. I can believe that. I can believe that. Okay. It says couples who regularly talk about money have a happier relationship. What do you think about that?
If money's not an issue, then...
I think it needs to be a conversation.
Yeah.
I think you need to talk about it. I don't think it needs to be something that we don't discuss all the time. We're going to get into that. And then 32% of adults say lack of money prevent them from living a healthy lifestyle. So we already know broke is unhealthy. I could have told y'all. That's the end. Tell me.
Tell me I go to McDonald's and get 12 cheeseburgers for $2.
Tell me broke is happy. You lying. Broke is not happy. I told you. And then it does affect your health because you stress. Stress brings about Stress brings about health issues. So I mean, it's weight gain, eating more. I mean, so it does all that. Okay. Let me see. Here's a good one. 60% of husbands and wives say that they check their bank account, you ready for this, more than they have sex.
Wow.
Not at the LaCroix house.
Wow.
Ain't anybody doing that.
Is that healthy?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think, if I'm going to put this, we talk about married people, right? I think sex is a stress relief. If you do that, then you won't be looking at the bank account and I'm be broke. You be relaxed. You be like, all right, it's whatever. Okay. 22% spend money their spouse knows nothing about.
There go the stress right there.
Should you keep it a secret? Let's talk about it. I just, it ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's just money. You can make more money. I don't think you got to be secretive that you wanted a pair of shoes. Now, if the shoes took away from the light bill, then we got a problem. But if it's taken away from something that's a necessity, then I think we have a problem. That's what I think.
Well, we can't talk about it.
We can talk about it. Here's another one that says 30% of people are more likely to get a divorce when they disagree about money on a regular basis. Okay? So that's some statistics. Let's start with, I know somebody wanted to talk about, put us together, babe. Somebody wanted to talk about tithes and offerings when it comes to finances. So this one I'm going to say, 2 things I don't do, unless it's with my honey. I don't debate politics, and I don't debate the Bible. Because in my mind, the word is what it is. Black and white. And for me, if you are a believer, meaning that if you said, I believe that Jesus died on the cross, he rose from the dead, he rose from the dead for my, he went to the cross for my sins, and I believe that he rose on the 3rd day, and you confess with your mouth, believe in your heart that happened, you are a believer. So you should follow the order, the principles of the word. That's just how I look at it. That ain't personal to nobody. So I can't debate with a non-believer what the word says, because they ain't a believer. That's fact to me. Y'all chat it up. Put it in the chat box. Now, I do believe in tithes and offerings. I can quote scriptures about it, right? Mm-hmm. I also believe, though, the Bible says, how can 2 walk together unless they agree? Now, if you and your spouse don't agree on that, then that's something you should have discussed before you got married. And if you got saved while you were married, then I get that. But I believe that the principles, once you've come into the knowledge of the word, you should be following the word. Now, if you have no knowledge of that, then, then I can't hold you accountable to it. But if you have knowledge of the word, then you should be following the principles of the word. Now, I will say this. When me and my husband got together, before we got married, I think, I still am. I was a faithful tithe at that time. I was a faithful giver. He did not understand the principle with it. And so we made an agreement that he would try it.
You're giving away so much money.
Yeah, that's what he said. Why money going to wait a minute? And, and I understand how you can talk about it, baby, how you looked at it. But when I say you trust God and then you tell me you stop paying when you believe God ain't providing. And guess what he do now? Faithfully. He don't even bust a beat when I be like, I'm thinking we should give this. You need to pray about it and ask them and ask the Lord what you think. He'll pray about it. He'll be like, I stand in agreement. Now, I believe that if you stand in agreement, it's more impactful than if I don't agree with what you're doing. Because again, if one believes, the Bible says if one believes in the house, then he'll bless the whole house. So even if you didn't believe, guess what? You're getting blessed off of my belief.
I start sweating if I don't pay tithes.
Let me see. Tip said, you better say that, Oprah. I'm just saying. Tamika said, finance and marriage should be discussed together. It helps to build a strong relationship with your spouse. Yes, we should talk about it. Like, it shouldn't be some scary conversation that give you hives. Like, conversate about it. I think the more you talk about it, the more your concerns come to the forefront. So again, I'm going to go back and repeat what I said. I don't debate the Bible with anybody. But if you are a believer, you should be following the principles of the word. And especially if you come into the knowledge of the principles, you should know better. That's all I'm going to say. You held accountable. You got something you want to chat it up about that, babe?
I mean, what about that saying, what works for somebody household?
And I say that all the time, too. Like, don't, especially wives, don't be around here talking about, well, Susie husband, let her buy Louis Vuittons every week. Susie husband ain't your husband. And I'd rather my husband buy me a piece of land than to buy me $1,000 shoes every week anyway. But I'm just saying, like, that's not your husband. That may work for them. That don't work for you. Y'all may be working on buying a building. And Louis Vuittons ain't giving me no revenue. Louis Vuittons ain't giving me no increase. That's money spent, not money flipped. And I said this the other day, we were just talking about land and stuff. If you're paying taxes on a car, on a piece of land, and you don't live there or you don't drive it and you're not using it for income, you are silly. That's foolish. You are throwing money away. because I ain't paying no tax on the land, ain't making no money. That little $300 you pay in taxes ain't amount to the $3 million you can make off that piece of property. So I'm not about to be no fool and not be making no money. I'm just gonna say that. Anyway, I get in my little thing. All right, let's talk about bank accounts and bill payments.
Go ahead.
Do you believe that when you get married, everything should become a joint account? I'm gonna say how we do. Okay, go ahead. Talk
we
about
should share an account.
Okay.
Pretty much, we should share an account.
Okay.
I have nothing.
You have nothing?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
We should share one because...
So, the LaCroix house.
Yeah.
Talk about the LaCroix house.
Because you have your own account before you met me.
I do.
I have my own.
We have several accounts at several different
I'm
banks.
not hiding money.
No, I don't feel embarrassed, or I don't feel any type of way. Well, let me say this how it works. How the LaCroix house works. My husband has his own account. I have my own account. We have a joint account that we pay the bills through, and we have business accounts. So let me say this right here. That even though my name is on it, his name ain't on it, if, Lord forbid, I go home today, he has access to every one of those accounts. Ain't no secret. If I had $1 million in it, he don't care. He'd be like, oh, okay. He ain't right here talking about, oh, you hiding money. He knows every bank I bank with. He knows every account I have. He ain't over there worrying about it. He's like, oh, okay. I'm still going to take care of my family. So, but that works for the LaCroix now. That's how we do. Our bill account is our bill account. No one goes in that account to buy no Jordan. Well, you don't buy like Jordans. No one goes in that account to buy no Adidas. No one goes in that account to buy, y'all know I love some New York and Company. No one goes in there to do that. None of that. That's our bill account. It's for our bills. And even though I do the bills, he still knows every bill that comes out of there. So I think that it depends on you. Now, I'm not a fan of living like no roommate. Now, I don't feel bills should be split. I feel like I should be taking
50-50, son. 50-50.
I mean, there's things I don't expect him to pay. Like, I don't expect him to pay my student loans. I don't expect him to pay the business bills. I said the business take it at. But my husband provides for us. I am, and I know a lot of women on here may agree with me, but I am independent that way. Like, I feel like I need to pull my weight. He doesn't force me to say, you need to get a job. You need to do this. He don't say none of that. But I feel I need to bring something to the table except a knife and a fork.
There you go.
I just feel like you should bring something to the table.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, babe. I just have a knife and a fork. Like, I need to pull my weight. He don't demand it. He funds my dreams. God has used him to be my biggest investor. But I feel like I can buy the rolls this week. I can buy the rice. I'm bringing something to the table besides it. So, but I think that just depends on you. What's going on? So everybody's saying. Shimmy said, say that again. Shimmy said, what you spend your money on reveals what's really important to you. Let's put scripture on it. The Bible says, where your treasure is, where your heart is, your treasure will be there also. That means what you put your money to, you invest in that. You want a good return and what you value. If you value Macy's, if you value Belk, that's not my thing. I love nice stuff, but that ain't where my money at. I like property. I mean, like real tangible property, not things in my house. I like property, like land. I like buildings. I like foreign exchange. Things that are going to bring revenue and build our wealth portfolio. So I just think that's cool. Do you think it's okay for one of the spouses, even if it's not the husband, to do the bills? Like I do our bills, but you still a part of the conversation.
Yeah, because we got to both know what we're paying on. I mean, for an example, one time, through the military, I set up a bunch of, what you call them, allotments? Not allotments.
Allotments. Go ahead.
I set up allotments. I don't even have these devices anymore, and I'm still paying on these things.
Wasting money.
First off, the way it was set up.
I understand. When your bank account was set up, you had it right. Okay. I get it. But I want to control where my money going. But here's the thing. I thought you was going to say this right here. Remember that February I was out of town and you had to pay the bills?
Oh, my God.
Okay, so real stuff.
The bills is easy.
My husband never pays. He's never paid a bill. He don't even know. All he knows is when he flips the switch, the lights work. So, yes, we're in the car, Bonnie. We had a family emergency, so we're headed to the hospital. But what happened? Oh, so he had to pay the bills, right? And I called him because there's things I don't do. He's paying like $4 or $5 for like paying stuff over the phone. I don't want to waste my money.
I ain't trying to hunt you down. Take the money, bro.
It's cool. So that night I called him. He was like, man, I'm asleep. I was like, what's wrong? He said, man, doing bills is stressful. I don't know how you do it.
You got to set a day for that stuff. You know
I do set time for it. But I'm just saying, I'm the one that do it, so I know how our stuff works. So I'm just saying, if one person is better at doing the bills, let them do them. But still, it should be a conversation.
Yeah.
What you think?
I
Conversation?
agree.
Okay, cool. All right, so next thing. Let's talk about budgets and goals. I'm not going to get into budgets because I think everybody should have a budget. Like, because things happen. Life happens. I do want to ask this question here, though. Do you feel every financial decision has to be a joint decision? Like, if my financial gut, like, say, okay, so let me give you a live example. So, like, remember when we started Forex? And you wasn't there. I was at an event in Atlanta, and my financial gut said go for it, right? I didn't call you for approval. I called you for agreement. But even, I mean, because we know it may not be something you want to do, but it's something I wanted to do, and I didn't call you and say, okay, I need your permission to do it. I said, okay, I'm gonna do this, and you was like, oh, okay. I just want you to be understanding what I was doing. Do you feel that every decision has to be a joint decision, or can you follow your own financial gut as an individual? Because there might be a time, right? I'm just saying, you might be out see a piece of property as a crooked crack deal, and you can't reach me. Are you gonna pass? Because I don't say yes, do it.
No.
You gonna buy
because
it? Okay.
we have conversations.
We do.
We talk about our visions and plans that we want to do.
We do.
So if you was to do something like that, I know you would have researched that already.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to ask you that. Okay. And y'all can chat it up. We're reading y'all comments as we talk. So budgets and goals, I think everybody should have a budget. I think you should review that budget all the time. I don't think it should be, we review our budget every month. We look at our yearly goal, what we want to do for the budget, and then we review the budget.
To rub the car.
Okay. But I want to say this. I think every married couple should set financial goals. And I don't mean just goals as in our increase, but also goals as in debt we're going to pay off, and how we're going to pay it off, and what we're going to do. Because I think when you set goals and budgets go hand in hand. When you say, look, by the end of 2018, we're going to do this, this, and this. Like for us, we have a 15-year mortgage, but we want to pay it off in 7. We about 3 years in this thing, and we're on track to pay it off in 7.
Pretty much.
It's a sacrifice, but we're going to pay it off in 7. We're looking at, the business and how we're growing more assets. So we have to look at, and please, let me side note here. If you're married and you have assets, please get a will. I don't care if you are 25. Get a will. You don't want your stuff locked up in probate. Get a will completed. It's real simple. You can go to googlewill.com and get it done. And our lawyer, if you want his information, he can do it in no time. But get a will. Have a plan in place. Every time you accumulate more assets, you get more money. You should be updating that will, because it's just so vitally important. Tomorrow's not promised. People didn't even make the eclipse yesterday. Was so awesome, but people didn't even make it through that. Levy's funeral home was doing a funeral, and the eclipse was going on. So I'm just saying, be smart about your affairs. Have your house in order all the time. Have a will, have a plan, have a contingency plan. What if your husband and your spouse your wife get hurt? What we gonna do? Like, we need to really use wisdom. Like, it's time out for us being stupid. Lord forgive me. Being foolish. Like, be real about it. If something happens, because you said for better or for worse, rich or for poor, till death do us part. Things happen. I'm sorry, babe.
No,
things happen, so it should be important that you get your house in order. Yes, it works for your marriage, and you both know what's going on. Yes, you both should know what's going on. Don't be out here, Lord forbid your husband going to be with the Lord, and then you ain't know nothing about what's happening, or vice versa. Like, know what's going on. There should be a limit to what you can spend without justification. I agree. I guess I don't say justification, but I say, sorry about that, y'all. I don't say justification.
Don't risk the house.
But I do believe it should be a conversation. Like, don't be out here gambling our money away. Use wisdom. Use wisdom in what you do. So I do believe things should be a conversation. Sorry, guys. Okay, what else did she say? Timmy said I agree with that. Okay. All right, so I do believe you should set goals and use wisdom in setting them. Like, you have you have vision boards. We have a family vision board. I got an individual vision board. I got boards behind boards, beyond boards. But I put scriptures on here to speak the word over my boards too. So, and all my friends, they know that I'm serious about that, speaking the scriptures over my boards. But all of my stuff is lined up with what we're trying to do as a family. Pay our debt off, be debt free, and be serious. And understand, someone said the other day that being debt free is not really debt free because you got to pay light bills and stuff. That ain't debt. That's current bills. I'm talking about student loans that I refuse to pay when I'm 70 years old. I just believe I'm gonna be favored. They're gonna touch the computer. My loan's gonna be gone. But not just that, but also like our investment property being paid off, our credit card debt being paid off. I mean, there are things we want paid. Not having a mortgage.
Property.
Preach. That's a debt. The house is the asset, but the mortgage is the debt. I don't want that. So I just feel like you should be setting goals and you should be looking at them often.
Agree.
Okay. All right. So what I also wanted to talk about, y'all chatting it up. It's really cool. I want to talk about something that I don't think a lot of people talk about when it comes to finances, but how can you increase your wealth? I think that one of my financial mentor said to us, and it was really, really powerful. She did a couple things. One thing she said, exposure will allow you to think better. Stop around here letting broke people tell you that you can't drive a Tesla, that it don't need all that. It do take all that, okay? I'm just saying, like,
why you want to buy that?
Why you need 400 acres? That's the broke mind. The broke mind is telling you. Now, I'm not saying don't use wisdom in your finances. I ain't saying spend stupidly or frivolously. I'm just saying use wisdom. But if you want to buy a mansion that's 12,000 square feet and that's what God put in your heart, get the mansion. If that's what you want. If that's what God said you can
buy
have.
the blueprints.
Go ahead and buy the blueprints now. Go ahead and put the plans in place that you're seeing, and it's in your vision board. It's in your mind. It's in your heart. And you don't forget about the vision. That you even, I put a scripture on that too. Write the vision and make it plain. The people that really run with it. I got our future home on my wall in my office. My interior designer got on me the other day about things that I want. And I say, the land ain't even bought yet, but guess what? We already talking about the colors that I want, the things that I want to see, how I want to set up, where I want it to be. So these are things you need to get in your spirit, because that way you'll do that. Drive around, listen, if you in Columbia, drive around Wildwood for a second. And let your baby just leap for a while. Like, go over there to the, where did we go? We went to that hotel. Oh, to the Bentley dealership.
Oh, yeah.
Walk through the parking lot. Sit in there. What they gonna do? Go over there. Now you may have to dress up so they'll think you already got money. But we was in West Palm Beach. Mm-hmm. We was sitting in the Bentley. That's the first time they had Bentleys in the mall. So then we went to, where did we go? We went to, in the building, in the mall, they had a Tesla store. I'd never sat in a Tesla. And I was like, babe, oh yeah, this is what I want. I thought I wanted a Range Rover. I don't want that. I want a Tesla. And it's okay to desire great things. It's okay, but open your mind. Don't just look at it in the magazine. Drive through a multi-million-dollar neighborhood. Go over to that building that you said you wanted to purchase. Go through, pick out furniture in the high-end store. You and your honey. The more you expose yourself to that stuff, the more and more you're going to want to push toward getting it. So I think that's so vitally important. But I do want to talk about increasing income. That's one thing she says. Exposure is key. Second thing she told us was that you're not gonna be a millionaire on no paycheck at the job. I just blew everybody's mind with that, cause that just moved my whole heart. Like, you know what? You're right. There's nobody out here who is a multi-millionaire getting all their millions from one stream of income. That's just not.
It doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up. It's not factual. Even one of my favorite people in the world definitely got a couple of things on the plate. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She got TV network, magazine, cookbooks, tours. She putting other people on. She got multiple streams of income. So I don't believe that, you're not going to get it off of that job. Like, I'm just being honest with you. And I wish people just be honest with that. That 401k ain't going to get it. Facts. It ain't going to get it. Your video went out. Are you back, Tip? Making someone else rich. Yep. Tip, I don't know, Tip. I'm sorry. I'm still recording. Can everybody else see us? I don't know. Oh, I can see y'all. I can't see or hear you guys. Oh, everybody else video went out and say I'm still live. I don't know, Tip. So let me ask Shamika if she can still see us. Oh, so yes. Okay, cool. So I want y'all to understand that if you're going to increase your wealth, you got to think about multiple streams of income. So for us, you know, we own businesses, or we have a stream of income coming through, but I want to kind of put it in your hearts different things that you can do to increase your financial portfolio. I just think that you need to just kind of think about it. If you have a 401k, that's not a bad thing. I mean, I don't.
Do your research on it.
Just do your research. Let me say that. I ain't gonna down it or whatever. Just do your research. That's what I'm saying. Invest. We trade foreign currency. If there's something that you want to know more about, you can inbox me, or I can put the link in there. You can learn more about it. It is worth it. We're earning while we learn. I had to get it out of my mouth. We have someone who trades on our behalf, and then I'm learning to trade on my own, which is really good for us. That's another stream of income that comes in, and our goal before the end of the year is that it will pay all of our bills freely. So then the other money we get in, our monthly bills are paid. So now we can focus on paying off our debt. So that's something that, okay, good. So that's something that we did. So you want to look into that. Also, I encourage you, if you pay a cell phone bill, if you pay a light bill, if you pay a water bill, if you pay, what else we got going on? Cable bills, whatever those things are, call them and don't talk to the regular people. Talk to the retention people. How can you get your bill down? How can you get your bill in a place where you're able to manage it? How can you bring more income into your home?
Be wasteful.
Don't be wasteful about it. If you can get a different phone plan, get a different phone plan. Pin the link for the people. Okay, I'll make sure I put the link in there for our Markets Live. I love our organization. It's a great program. Like I said, we learn while we earn, and it's just awesome. So I'll make sure I put the link under the description. I'll put that link in there. Also, like I said, call your people. SCENG, we know if you live in Columbia, you know they high, and I'll say they high for no reason. But do a what's it called? What's that plan we do? I don't know. It's like I don't know what it's called, but it's a set payment a month we pay. They averaged our bills for the year, and then they told us what our payment was. And the blessing was this year it went down like $100 or something. So our next year payment plan will be different. But I'm just saying that you want to spend wisely. So look into that. Look into your phone services. We cut the cable off. We only have one cable box. And I thought I was gonna miss it, but I don't. I don't miss it. I don't even watch enough TV for that. By the time I get into bed, I'm tired. So we cut. I know Fred, they're friends of ours. We talked about with them. They cut theirs off too. Because I'm not being productive. I'm not over here. I'm trying to make money, not spend all my little money, right? But then we're going internet. So if I want to watch some shows, I got apps on my iPad. I can watch all that when I want to. So like I said, cut back. Look at where you're spending unnecessarily. Get a what's it called? A Fire Stick. Get a DirecTV. Got DirecTV to go where you can go online and put that in there. So I just think that you need to, if you want to increase your wealth, cut out the unnecessary stuff. You may not shop in the off season. Like right now, Belk had dresses for like $2. I mean, so if you want to spend and shouldn't spend when the season turns, spend when winter is coming, buy summer clothes. When summer is coming, buy winter clothes. And then you can save money like that. So that's one thing. Cut the bleeds. We had a couple of bleeds though, didn't we?
We did. We
had some stupid bleeds. I'm thinking we was watching Netflix. Why did I buy Netflix? I don't even be on the iPad that much. Shout out to my brother who let us use his account, because I don't be on Netflix like that.
The disclaimer: if you enjoy it, keep it.
Yeah, if that's something you enjoy, I'm not telling you not to get rid of your good stuff. I'm just saying spend wisely. What else? Okay, so the other thing I started doing called Secret Shoppers, y'all. So the day I went over, I made $20. And it took 10 minutes of my time. I went over to this place. I followed the instructions. I had to invest my money, but they'll refund my money, and they're gonna pay. Then they pay me $20. So I got my money back, and I'm getting paid $20. So the thing on Secret Shoppers, they had different things going on, and it took all 10 minutes of my time. I happened to be over that side of town anyway. I went and did my business, and that's it. They have places that I really, really like to eat, places I like to go. So I'm like, shoot, if I'm gonna get a free meal, then I'm gonna get it for free. And so when I look at my weekly schedule, and when I have time to go out, and I go do them, and that's extra money that I could put gas in my car, or I could put that in my foreign exchange account, or whatever I got going on. What else you got, babe, that you want to add to that conversation about ways you can increase your portfolio? You must invest.
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. If that's your education, invest in that. Now, yes, I do have a degree, but I think that was for my personal reasons. It wasn't because I felt that was going to get me an employed job. That's what I wanted to do. But I also believe in certifications. I believe that you can get certified. There's a whole heap of free programs right now in South Carolina for people. I'm actually helping some young people get their stuff together. So if you run here talk about I need a certification, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, there's a whole lot of programs that can help you do it and will advance your financial portfolio. If you're already doing something, like I have a friend, she, like I said, she wrote her book. We're talking about speaking engagements now. So we're talking about how she can get more income. Not just selling the book, but I'm coming and speak, you're going to pay for that, and I'm still going to sell my book. I'm just saying, like, there are other ways. So you need to be innovative and be creative. Stop thinking that you have to work a traditional 9-to-5 to win. It's just not facts. And that, this is the time of the entrepreneur. So if you had a dream, you had a vision for you and your husband. I mean, I'm saying you and your husband because you're on the wife. But I'm saying you had a vision, things that you want to do, things you're great at. Those are, and if you can take your same hobby and make money. I just talked to somebody the other day, babe, about they love doing web design and all that stuff. And I'm like, so why are we having this conversation? And people are asking you to do it, why are you making money?
Mm-hmm.
That's extra income that you can pay that debt off twice as fast. What you think?
I think that's awesome, man. What somebody said? They said, your boss will never pay you enough to be his neighbor. And I'm going to leave you with that one.
They won't. Your boss will never pay to be his neighbor. I'm telling you. So, I'm just saying this right here. I don't believe in my heart. I don't believe in my heart that God called me to be broke. Facts. I don't believe that in my heart. Let me tell you what I've been doing, though. I'm doing less of this. Now, I confess my stuff in prayer time. I'm just saying, I'm talking about doing less of this as far as this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm thinking about doing. No, I'm doing less of that talking about it. I'm doing more of this right here. Because I don't want my son should be set up for life. You know, and I can go to the word now. How they left a lineage for their children. Yeah. And it's time out for us leaving our children broke. It's time out for that. It's time out for people. I confess every day I am an 8-figure earner. You better find out how many zeros that look like. I'm going to make 8 figures. Fact. And I'm talking about, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to make 7 cash, but I'm going to have at least 8 with assets.
Believe that.
At least 8. And I don't stop dreaming. I look into high-end stuff all the time. Like, I think I want that. Oh, babe, what you think about this? We ride through neighborhoods all the time. I go to different cities, and I see different things I like. I'm over there looking at real estate property and invest in real estate. But if that's something that you're interested in doing, we're getting where I connect in Atlanta about doing some real some tax liens. That's a great way to increase your income. And if you have the money to invest in it. We've been doing the research. Do I know anything about it? No, I don't. But you know what I did? I went on down to the auction. We went to the one in Columbia last year so I can get a perspective. You can go in there for free. We're right down at the township, and I sat there and I learned and I took notes. And because you know why? Because I see my future, and it's time out for us to say you want to do stuff, but we never take the tangible steps to make it happen. Mm-hmm. It's just facts. I'm just like, especially as people of color, like, I'm just saying.
Because they never seen nobody do it.
I think that's what it is. I think we fail because mama and them ain't have it. So what?
You was always told to work hard.
Work hard and
told you to
don't
have
tell you to
a
be
business.
smart.
They don't tell you to make a business.
Didn't tell you to be an owner. Didn't tell you to work smart. Like, okay, how can I use my mind? I believe in education. I think education is so powerful. Mine didn't say I believe in college degrees. I said I believe in education. You should be always learning. If you're great at something, perfect your craft. God gives you that gift for somebody else, and somebody needs you. And I'm going to say this right here. What do I say? So God use somebody who's their power, their ability to influence to help me prosper. I mean, somebody needs what I have and has what I need, even if that's money. Your marriage should flourish all the time in all areas. We shouldn't be fighting over money. We should be fighting about, I don't want to go to the Bahamas this week. I want to go to Jamaica. I don't want to go to Jamaica. I want to go to Paris. That's what we should be fighting about. Not about, well, how are we going to pay this? No. And I'm not saying times don't come. Adjustments are not made. I believe that in our hardest times, that's when God, I'm telling y'all facts, our hardest times, that's when God streamlined the things that we didn't even need for real. We were spending stupid. Let me tell you how stupid we was doing. We was stupid. My husband would come home every weekend. We would do stupid stuff. And God made a revelation. You know what he did? When we got to North Carolina, I ain't have no job no more. Stuff got real quick. But thank God nothing got cut off. But we surely did get rid of them leeches that we didn't need. But it put us into perspective. We don't need that. We don't want that. And it wasn't things like our dreams didn't stop. We was always at the beach. We was always looking at good stuff. I just feel like we sometimes look at the wrong people for mentorship when they don't have nothing. You should be connected with people who are people who have the answers to your problems. That's what you need to be connected with. You should be the small fish in a big pond and not the big fish in a small pond. Let me stop talking, because you know I get on my tangent now. That's ridiculous, faith. Things that people don't even think you can do. My husband is one of the first, right, to own a home. Never owned a home. His family never owned a home. He owns a house. It ain't our last house.
No.
But we're grateful for what we got. And be right there. Be grateful. Be content, but don't be satisfied. Be content, but don't be like, it's like, well, we got a house. No, you should have joyous. You should be thankful. You should be grateful. But don't just because okay. Oh, I love you too, Uncle Floyd. I'm glad I'm connected with you too. What's I gonna say? Don't be content, but don't be satisfied. It was something I was gonna say right there, babe. Still, we have this thing. I should play it for them. That thing we have, our motivation thing that comes on in the morning time.
We'll do that
so
next time.
we do this motivation thing every morning. My husband has an alarm. Thank God he has an alarm, because it goes into my subconscious mind. You need to Google that. Research your subconscious mind, because that's where your real thinking is. And it says, there's a piece of it that says, I haven't come this far to come this far. That line is always, because that's the piece I wake up and go back to sleep on. I didn't come this far to come this far. Meaning that God didn't brought me this far for me to be like, oh, well, this the end, child. This. No. We got too much to do. I don't know about y'all, but my marriage got too much to do. And I believe that people are going to see, I believe God's working in my marriage, and that's what I want. I want people to come to my house and be like, oh my gosh, it encouraged them to do more. You should be encouraged to do more. I've come to say I travel as much as I do, not just for business, but I go to conferences, not because I don't have nothing else to do in my day, but because I learn and I'm around people who've been doing it 20, 30 years, getting it, and they encourage me. I feel like a small fish. My husband will tell you, I'll be like, babe, these people, they doing it, and here I am, I'm just getting started. And you know what he says? That's what you need, because that's what's going to push you. When I come back, I'll be coming with stupid ideas. He'd be like, what, babe, I think I'm going to do this. He'd be like,
you want to write that down?
All right, write it down, and that's what you want to do. Okay, write it down. That's where you want to be. Write it down. That's where you want to go. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I stayed in a 5-star, 5-diamond hotel, rooms 600 a night. Colorado. Never been to Colorado a day in my life. Changed my life. Changed my life. I'm just saying, finances are important. You need to be around people who are doing it. I'm serious. And you should be like, it should be a conversation. It should be a conversation you have, and it shouldn't be an angry one. My husband's perspective of money is not mine. Let me tell you, his perspective is, I spent it, I need to make more money. My perspective is, let's talk about it. He like, look, it's just money. And I get his perspective. You needed to do what you need to do, but do what you need to do and don't play games with it. You may not can't eat a Panera Bread this week because you invested in your retirement. Or you did not eat a Panera Bread this week, or Chick-fil-A, whatever your vice is. Now, I'm a Starbucks kind of chick, but I'm going to have to use my points, use my little stars. Because this week, I need that money to go towards my foreign exchange account because I'm trying to build my portfolio. We're working on something. Mm-hmm. Invest in your business. And I can talk about that for real because, I see a whole lot of people around here talking about they making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they not, but they don't have no Gmail. Like, they email go to,
Soggy Fingers 22.
Or go to LaCroixEvents@yahoo.com. You can't afford $5 a month in your business to make sure to go to LaCroixEvents.com. It's nothing. That's $5 is no money. You spend it at Chick-fil-A. And let me tell you the back. The sandwich costs $5 at Chick-fil-A, and you buy Chick-fil-A every day, but you can't invest in your business.
That don't make sense.
I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm just saying. I'm good. I'm sorry, babe. I take it there. You know how I do. Let's go. That's it, man. That's all I got tonight. Y'all hear the helicopter flying over. I apologize.
I hope y'all got something out of this today.
I do too. Next month is birthday month. Hey, it's birthday month. It's birthday month. But I don't know what you want to talk about next month.
It's my birthday already.
It is not your birthday. It's my birthday. Your birthday is in December. What do you want to talk about next month? I wanted to talk about the 5 love languages. I really want to discuss Shamika's book because I'm on her book tour September 15th and 16th. So if you're in the North Carolina area, I'm gonna put it on my feed too. Free seminar. Still Leo season. No, it is not. It's over. It's done. Kaput. It's over. Time for the Virgos to come through. If you're in the North Carolina area, Shamika's wrote a great book. What do you want? I don't know, Uncle Floyd. I'm gonna talk to y'all about. I think one of my aunt Uncle Floyd, Aunt Angela, Uncle Floyd is so cool to tell me what I want for my birthday. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll let y'all know.
They surprise me.
But I don't know. Something I wanted to talk about. I think I wanted to talk about couples in business. So hopefully, couples who work together in business, I want to talk about that because some people are getting into that, or even if you work together in ministry, it doesn't matter. What did y'all work together? And whatever you're doing, I think that's so because my sister Sheila and her husband work together, so I kind of want to get their input on how does that work because it's sometimes hard. But I also want to talk about Shamika's book. I want to talk about the 5 love languages. I want to talk about a bunch of stuff next month. We're still doing 2nd and 4th Tuesdays, though.
Yeah.
But Shamika's book, Shamika, make sure you put it in its feed on this one if I forget. Is that I knew I was gonna forget. What's it called, babe? Growing Your Love After the I Do's God's Way. Her workbook, she showed it to me. Oh my God, it's finished. I'm so excited. You don't understand. Like, I'm just so excited. But we might do some live, Facebook Live from there, but I'll be facilitating her panel. And she'll be signing books in the class. I'm gonna put the link in there. Definitely go buy her book. Get the workbook. I'm trying to get her to do a seminar down here. We'll see how we can work that out. She's on a book tour. I'm so excited for her and everything. But I just think think that marriage should be fun. It should be exciting, and you should have people who are feeding you from different things. There are couples that are older that always pour into us, who've been married longer, but they always love on us. And you don't understand how much that makes us feel because everybody don't do that. We have financial coaches. We have a financial coach, mentor. We got a business mentor. We got a spiritual mentor because they're all specialists in their own way, but they're guiding our lives to where we look. I said at 40, 40, like I could see the door, child, Jesus. But I just feel like I'm gonna be almost to that million mark, and I mean nobody got to believe it but me and you.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Watch me move. Watch us move.
There you go.
You feel me? I love you guys to life. We're praying for your marriages and hope that you continue to pray for ours. Remember to quench the marriage thirst because it is so vitally important. We shall see y'all 2nd Tuesday in September. Love you guys to life.